come your defending Super Bowl champion, Seattle Seahawks! Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos out for the opening kick. And away we go from Lumen Field. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. Bringing him out, a ninth-year pro who helped lead his team to the promised land last season. Here's Sam Darnold.
If we had asked Sam Darnold, coming out of USC as the third overall pick in the draft, to write the story of his career, I don't think he would have written some of these chapters. But in the end, it makes you tougher. It makes you grittier. And playing quarterback in the NFL is a lot about that. Your ability to just withstand adversity and to continue to get up time after time after time. And Sam Darnold has shown that kind of perseverance.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Another carry for Charbonnet. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. So a solid gain there, Brock. It's still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
On 3rd down, they're going with Charbonnet. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Fielded at the 11. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. Bringing him out, the 3rd-year pro with one of the highest ceilings in this league. It is Caleb Williams.
He's somebody who has made a career of extending and creating plays. I mean, oftentimes, Kate, where I just would sit aghast. How did he do that? How does he make that throw on the run? Now he's got to take the spectacular and just add a whole level of consistency.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Williams. And he gets it away, but nowhere close to that target. Incomplete. Quick thinking just to get rid of it there, Brock, but no chance. It's 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
We're going to have to go now in our first quarter. I'll air it out on 3rd. That's a pickup of 9. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First down, here's Swift. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Now Williams. Caught for a moment, but the hit knocks that out. Incomplete.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Williams will look to throw. Pass brought in by Burton. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. Well, when your opponent fails to act, Brock, you want to capitalize, right? And they are moving like a team ready to provide us with our first points of this game.
Yeah, pretty lackluster start there, Kate, from their opponents. You got a golden opportunity to immediately take control as they convert to stay on the field.
They have another 1st and 10 on this opening drive. This one from the opposing 40. To throw, Williams. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Well, you love when you can go from first down to first down, Brock. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that. And it's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over them.
Running with Swift out of the gun. Good hit on the ground here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
They're going to run here. Kyle Manunga. He's falling down after just a couple of yards, but enough. Importantly enough, they get that first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Here's Williams. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it into Williams hit, and that ball's out. And it looks like the offense was there to recover it. They're inside the 5. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. And if I get that first cut, I can make him bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal on the Seahawks 7-yard line.
All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Welcome back. 2nd quarter about to start. Bears with a chance for at least 3, possibly 6. On 2nd down, Williams. That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw and drew the instant flag. So the good work to defend the pass canceled out by a mistake in the pass rush as they get him for roughing the passer. So roughing the passer gifts them a 1st and goal. Swift. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Ball still at the 3 as they get set for 2nd and goal. Now here's Williams. He's going to take this to the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Colston Loveland scoring on the 13th play in that drive. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Sent right down the middle and good. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
Seahawks, nothing. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. Jukes away from one. And he's out of bounds up across the 25. So Seattle retakes the field for their second series. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Play fake, Darnold. To the left and pulled in by Cup. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I certainly don't mind completions nor getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands in a hurry, but that one was way too predictable as it goes backwards.
On 2nd down, here's Darnold. And that one's incomplete. He got muscled off the ball there. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
3rd and long for him here. Under pressure, down he goes. They got him at the 17. Austin Booker. And that's going to bring up 4th and 19 now. So another punt coming up. Michael Dixon back out there. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Picked up at the 38. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. The Bears offense out there for their second drive of the contest. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Off a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
Connects downfield, on target to Burton. They get a lot out of this play, 21 yards before the tackle is finally made. And that's going to give the Bears the 1st down.
You want to know what keeps most of these defensive coordinators up during game week and preparation, Kate? It's just plays like that. It's quarterbacks being able to extend the play. It puts so much doubt into that defense and that defensive coordinator too.
New set of downs for him from the 31. And the shotgun to give to Swift. Down he goes after a pickup of about 12 yards. And that's going to earn Chicago the 1st down. Well, he's got his early highlights, Brock, but you know he wants to add a few more to that reel before this game wraps up.
There's no question about that. Now, you want to get that century mark. That's a number that running backs are proud of, and stacking runs like that will sure help.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. Ooh, they rocked him on that throw, and that's going to take most of the power out of it. Ball doesn't even get back to the line. It is second down.
Tyrese Knight on the coverage.
Now an inside handoff to Swift. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
The line of scrimmage.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Lumen Fields coming right up. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Williams set to pass. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. I know you love to call this the money down, Brock, and on that 3rd down, that pass rush just got paid.
Woo, look at you right there. That's their job. I mean, in the minds of those guys in the front 7, Kate, you've been around them your whole life. They know it. They don't want to rely on anybody else. They're secondary. They want to get home, and they did. You know, you look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Seahawk offense taking the field now. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
That's a catch. Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. So this is going to be about a 6-yard pickup.
A 6-yard pickup.
Throwing on second, Darnold. It's caught. Here's Zach Charbonnet. Small gain on the play, maybe 4 yards. And that's good for a Seattle first down.
Gain of 4 yards. And the Seahawks
to throw. Here's Darnold. He's under pressure, and down he goes. They get to him at the 38. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. It's their first of 3. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
38-yard line.
Terrific zone coverage. Wallpaper sideline to sideline. QB's got 2 options. Wait for a hole to open or tuck it to run. He chose the former, but the pass rush showed up before any throwing lane did.
Man in motion, headed right. Second down, Darnold. Got his man, it's Kump over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped.
It's a gain of 18.
Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line. Darnold now to throw. Throw left side, complete. And they make the stop, we're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Now Darnold. Hauled in by Arroyo on the right side. He's going to be taken down, so call it about 8 yards on that play. And that means they got the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Darnold's on 1st and 10. Staying busy, staying perfect on these series. 5 for 5 throwing the ball. Working now from the gun. Varner's got it. It's complete. And no shot at getting upfield after making this catch, so give him 1 on that short completion.
A gain of a yard.
Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Just a yard on that catch, so 2nd and 9 coming up. Here's Darnold. The throw left side, caught by Smith and Jigba. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple. All right, they need 7 here on third down on what is the 9th play of this drive. Here's Darnold to throw. It's complete. Play made by Cup. And it'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Myers' kick is good. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
Kate, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off with a touchdown, that's the second best thing you can do. You could take all the time down, put points on the board, maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. From his own end zone, here we go. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scotch. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. Got a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Here's Thomas on the return. Good work so far. He's got room. Has room down the left sideline. And he is gone. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Bears.
Santos now for the extra point. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And they now lead by 14 points.
17. Seahawks 3. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks and Zach Charbonnet ready for another go on offense. And the running lanes, and they've been hazardous. Not quite the decorated collection of highlights from him that we're going to look at here. Those big plays, the explosive runs where he leads an offense, just haven't been there for him in this one. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Second half starting off with a run by Charbonnet. Given the first down here, looks to be an even 20 on that play.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. First down, and they go right back to it. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Jalen Johnson with the stop.
That's some running over there, Kate, that's going to get some love from his coaches. Maybe some fist pounds, too. Nothing flashing. Just trust your keys, run behind your pads, and get what's there.
Now Darnold off the play action. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
Here's a shotgun give to Price. He's got the first and more inside the 25. And they'll finally bring him down at the 22. The big play nets him 17 yards.
That's good.
And that gives the Seahawks the first.
First down.
Well, he had to be patient. He had to wait to get his first run of this game, Brock, and he certainly made the most of it.
Might just be a game where you don't get as many looks, not as many touches, so you better maximize them when you do. And he just did.
Throwing here, Darnold. Barner with the grab. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove.
And the Russians going to win this rep. They get to him. Jervon Dexter. And that will bring up 2nd and 18.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Darnold. Brought in by his back, Charbonnet. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Offside, defense.
Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him.
Still 3rd down.
Following that flag against the defense, 2 yards to the marker now on 3rd down. Running it after the penalty. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Sacramento lost a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
They've been doing it. Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Here's Thomas on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. First play of the drive, a run by Swift. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. Touchdown, Chicago!
Swift, the ball carrier. Touchdown.
Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Santos now for the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And the lead now up to 18 points.
Seahawks 6. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. The give now to Price. And the stop is made. First down coming up. It's a gain of 11.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Darnold looking to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Bears will take over along the midfield stripe after the interception and return. Work through his progression, nobody available, and by the time he checked it down to the back, oh, you could almost see it coming. A defender there to intercept it.
Because those defenders have clocks too. I mean, we get so enamored talking about a quarterback's clock, but defenders do as well, and they know when that quarterback's holding the ball, likely a check down is coming. That is just smart defensive play.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Williams to throw. Odunze's got it, right side. Down to the 10. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
That is a touchdown to one of their prime receiving targets.
This is really what you pay your skill guys for. You know, I had an old coordinator say it's my job to get you a one-on-one. It's your job to go out and win it with a touchdown.
Santos now for the extra point. Send right down the middle and good. And they continue piling onto this lead.
31. Seahawks 6. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game, it is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight?
Play fake, Darnold. He finds Smith and Jigba right side. Defense finally able to close on this after a gain of about 24. And that gives the Seahawks the first down.
24 yards.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
On second down, here's Darnold. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get about 3, but almost nothing after that. Tackle made quickly after he made the catch. 3rd and 7 now after the last catch. Got him 3. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
For the Seahawks field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
Pressure coming from the right edge, and they block it!
This block right here, it's a product of preparation, effort, and determination. They attacked the soft spot in the line, and one of them was able to will his way through and get to the kick in time. Well done.
The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense. More good numbers well into this second half. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. He's got room to roll. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. Talk about an explosive start to this drive. 33 yards.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. 1st down, Bears.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Staying grounded with Swift. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Going to run again with Swift. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Running behind center with Swift. He stops here, gain of about 7. And that's going to be good for Bears' 1st down. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. To the ground, it's Manungai. It looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up 3rd down.
Ball carrier. The tackle made by Julian Love. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Bears started celebrating this win a while ago. Third down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Running for it, it's Swift. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down.
A loss
The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
So on 4th down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. Pretty automatic look for him from the left. Santos' kick is good, and that gives them a 28-point advantage.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense ready to get going once again. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. We give right side, Price. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Motion the slot man right. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Fits it through, but contact at the catch point forces that incompletion. Nearly had it over the middle. Instead, just 3rd down now.
3rd down and 7.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Price. Has the first and breaks through midfield. And he's finally marked down at the 46-yard line. That play good for 17 on the 1st down.
And the Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So the Bears take this one on the road. Man, this one is gonna sting, partner. You pride yourself on defending your building, getting those home victories. Instead, you end up taking a bitter pill today in front of your own fans.
Well, as one coach famously said, we're on to Cincinnati. We're on to Cincinnati. That's all these guys could do after giving one up at home. Just look ahead to the next game. Focus on prepping for the next opponent and working your tail off, and make up for losing in front of the home crowd by giving your fans something to cheer about the next time out.
So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears winners as we say so long from Seattle.